What's up guys, my name is Eliar Tabrizi and welcome to Captive Emotions. Today I want to talk about some of the basic essential audio production equipment you need for filmmaking. So by no means I am an audio guy or an audio engineer or a mixer or anything. I'm a filmmaker. And for making films, you definitely need good high quality audio. If you're trying to make a film with one of those little tiny on-camera microphones, I tell you one thing. Probably your grandma is the only person that is gonna tell you did a great job, because that audio is gonna sound like crap. So let's go over this equipment that I have. We got a Zoom H5, a case, a memory card. Over here we got a Rycott softy kit, which is a dead cat or a fur or a wind protector, whatever you want to call it. We got XLR cables. We got a Sennheiser shotgun mic, MKE600. We got some other 2-fit cables. We have a boom pole. We got the headphones, and we have some wireless lav mic cables and an audio bag. So all this equipment that we have here are absolutely essential and necessary for making films. And I tell you one thing, these are all very cheap. It's still everything together costs around like $1,200, but that's probably like the minimum you're going to have to spend for making average quality audio for a good film. So let's go over some of these equipment really quick. Again, this is not a tutorial about the equipment, it's just some of the essentials that you need. So one of the most important things that you need for audio production in filmmaking, it's a Zoom. This is a Zoom H5. It doesn't have to be H5, it can be whatever you want. And you definitely need a case for it, because you don't want to hold this thing in your hand the entire time while you're holding a boom pole. So make sure you got a case, just put it in there, and pretty easy. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to set this up so you have like a proper setting where you can just put everything together and start recording audio. The reason we need the Zoom is because the audio and the video are going to be recorded separately. So at the end, during the post-production, you're going to sync those together. You can also, directly record the audio into your camera, but this is the preferred method, is the best way, and you want to make sure that you have always your audio separated. So with the Zoom, you also need an SD card. So there's a very, very tricky part about this. The Zoom only takes about 16 or 32 gigabyte SD cards. So we've tried to put like 128 gigabyte in the past and it just doesn't work. So you want to make sure that you have a proper SD card, and it says somewhere in the back, I think the maximum is like 32 gigabytes. So make sure you read your Zoom to understand what SD card you need for that. The other thing that you will need is these XLR cables. So you want to make sure that you have high quality XLR cables so they don't break down on you. And still you should have 2 XLR cables. One always for backup. So this is the one that I use, and this is my backup. And this company, Big Hug, Pig Hug, not Big Hug, Pig Hug, they produce high quality XLR cables. I bought from different companies and they always break down on me. It's good to go. This one right here, it's a classic softy kit where it comes with all this, the fur, the dead cat fur, and the brush for the fur, just to maintain the fur nice and smooth, and one of these over here, this one right here. So this is pretty much holding a mic, handheld it, and it has a 3/4 inch screw down here, so you can put it on a C-stand if you don't have a boom operator. So they're pretty handy, and you can adjust it to whatever you want. So yeah, you definitely need one of these if you don't have a boom operator. Again, it can go on a C-stand or a light stand, and it will just do the work for you, especially in the times that you're doing like interviews and stuff. Shotgun mic. So the preferred microphone you need for filmmaking is the shotgun mic, because it's directional and is only recording what is coming out of the talent. So it doesn't really record what's around the talent and all the other noises. So this is the most preferred microphone for filmmaking. And not this particularly, just a shotgun mic. This one is a Sennheiser MKE 600. Again, it's budgeted, it's not very expensive, and it comes with a kit, so you got all the cool stuff with it. And just some of these to put it on the camera, you know, on the C-stand and all that. And again, you got your 2-foot cables. You're definitely going to need these. Again, it comes with the kit. So this right here is a boom pole. You will absolutely need this when you're making a film, and you need a boom operator with it. So you need one man to basically operate this whole thing. Again, you can put your mic on a C-stand or something like that, but you need a person to get this mic as close as possible to the talent without it being in the frame. So it is essential. And this one again is not an expensive one. It's from K-Tech. They're on a low price, budgeted type of audio equipment. Headphones. It doesn't matter what kind of headphones you get, you definitely need a headphone. Make sure it's one of those headphones that is like noise reduction and all that, so you're not hearing the outside of the room or anything that is around you. So you're only hearing what is coming out of the microphone. So this is, again, it's a cheap one. It's by Sennheiser, it's HD280. They're about $100. So again, it doesn't matter what kind of headphone you get, just make sure you get a headphone. So don't think that you're going to make a film and record this audio without a headphone, assuming all the sounds are going to be recorded properly. I've done that, big mistakes, and I failed. So this one right here is just a go-to wireless mic. This is usually my backup mic. And let me show you right here. And it's a kit, it got a little cute case, and there's a lav mic in there. And there's one just like one that I'm using right now. I put these smiley faces on there so I can know which transmitter and receiver goes with what, which one, because I got several of these. I always have it on me. I almost never use it, but I just have it just in case something goes wrong, or I need like a backup audio, or I need to get really, really close to the talent, or I need to record a secondary audio from a different source. With that, you need a converter, and this is a 3.5mm mono jack that goes into an XLR male. So you need this VXLR converter to put this into your Zoom. So then you can connect your wireless audio to it. And last but not least, you need a bag, an audio bag. So this is not a specific bag for audio. This is just by Chrome. It's for lights. But I just really like this case, and that's why I use it for my audio. So make sure you always have a go-to audio bag, like everything you need for your audio and sound. Make sure it's in one bag, so you just grab it and go. It is very, very important to have a bag that it protects your equipment and is also ready to go for audio. So just one more time, these are basic equipment you need for filmmaking on set. You're doing a short film or a feature film, a budgeted film. You need all of these. Now the price range can be different. You can get a high quality one, low quality one, but you need all of these if you're making films. But if you're just doing like a vlog or a YouTube video or anything like that, this pretty much is all you need. And I've been using these for over a year and they're perfect. I actually had a case when the girl had the mic attached to them. They jumped into the swimming pool. They swam for 10 minutes. They came out and the microphone was just completely soaked. 3 days later, I was able to use the microphone again, and it's the mic that I'm using right now. So it was not like the lav mic right here. She actually had the clip on. So yeah, if you're just doing YouTube videos, this is all you need. So you don't worry about the rest of this stuff. And most of this stuff, they come in kits. So if you go on Amazon or Adorama, wherever you buy your equipment, you can find these in kit that is much cheaper. And I'll make sure to put a link to all of these equipment in description, so you can just easily access them and just look for what you need. So let me just quickly show you how you're gonna put all this equipment together as an audio guy. So obviously you're just gonna put your SD card in your Zoom, pretty easy. Then you got two XLR inputs in here, two channels. You got a channel 1 and channel 2, and these are how you're going to control the volume from each channel. Make sure you grab your bag and put it in the bag. So this is gonna save you a lot of problems just having this in the bag. Okay, once you have it in the bag, you just cover it, and you can open the bag from here to still have control of your audio. And the bottom, you open it to put your XLR in whatever channel you want. Close the top so it doesn't fall out. And here's your clip. And this is gonna go to your belt. I'm going to grab our XLR cable. And make sure you roll these pretty nice and neat, so when you need access to it, it's not flying all over the place. So the male is gonna go in the female. There you go. And, oops, sorry for that. On this side of the cable, the female is going to go in the bottom of the boom pole. Right here. And this is, by the way, a 3-pin XLR cable. So now we have our cable that is connected from the pole, from the boom pole, to our basically audio source recorder, which is the Zoom H5. Now from here, these poles, they have an XLR cable on top of it already. Now this part is going to be attached to the microphone. Before that, we need to put the microphone or the shotgun mic holder. And there it is. And this cable, then put your microphone. And make sure you don't break it when you're doing it. Make sure you look. And there you go. So you got your mic attached to the XLR cable that is from the pole, and then the pole basically attached to your Zoom. So from here, you want to make sure that you have some sort of wind reducer or wind reduction foam on top of it. And there it is. And now I'm just going to show you how to do the rest. Okay, so now you're going to clip your Zoom to your belt. There it is. So this is going to be hanging. You just have to open it and control it. You want to make sure that you have your headphone also attached to your Zoom. So let's go ahead and attach that and just put it in the headphone port. It's a green one. So there it is. And again, make sure you cover so it doesn't fall out. So now we have our Zoom attached to our belt. You can attach it to your vest, wherever you want, wherever is comfortable for you. And we can just control it down here, controlling the audio levels. And this is just gonna hang there. We got our headphone. Sorry for the noise. And we got our headphone attached to our Zoom. Obviously goes on your ear. And here is our boom mic with the shotgun mic. Now this boom, you can extend it. This one has 3 levels, so it can go pretty far. And there you go. So you just extend it as much as you need. So you want to make sure that this is nice and tight. Everything is nice and tight so it's not flopping around or falling into your frame. So once you do this, and you're just going to hold the mic, and the way it is, you want to make sure that it is as close as possible to the talent but not in the frame. So you're talking obviously to your director of photography or your cinematographer, and he's going to guide you where the mic is going to be fine. So once you're holding it, if you're going to hold it from above, so you make sure you're on a higher level, on a higher ground. So you don't want to do is this, because this is going to cut into your frame. You want to have it this, basically coming from up to down, somewhere facing the talent. because it's directional, it has to be facing the talent. You don't want to put it right into their mouth, kind of like in this area, generally between the mouth and the chest, somewhere in this direction. So you want to get on top of a chair or a stand or something, and just gonna hold it on top of the talent and extend it if you need it. Basically how this is going to work, the first AD, the assistant director, is gonna call for sound. It's gonna be like sound check, and you're going to press record. Once you press record, you're going to say sound speed. So you want to make sure once you press record, you have the light, the red light is turned on, and you want to make sure that you're checking your numbers to see that it is recording, checking the timer that is recording. So you always want to check. Don't just press and just say sound speed, because you have no idea how many times that people, they say sound speed and they press it, but it actually they didn't press. So that's gonna mess up the entire scene, and we gotta redo it. So that's pretty much it for today. If you have any questions or you want to know anything specific about any of these equipment, just leave it in the comment and I'll make a separate video for that. I hope you guys learned something and you're gonna make a badass sound operator, and I'll see you guys next time.